welcome back, people. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back. Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself. Bailey Cadamarteri, people. I'm sure a lot of you would know by now that the player took the England youth call up. He took the England youth call up. Another. I'm not gonna say it's a slap in the face. I think the player is doing what's best for the player. This player came on our radar this year. A lot of us weren't really aware of the player until early on this year. I think late last year, it just came out that this player will be representing Jamaica. A lot of people was a bit shocked. However, he also have a younger brother. It was also said that it was a double deal for Jamaica. We were gonna get both brothers to play. One play for the U17 and one play. Seems like that not gonna happen now. At this case, that he's now recalled for the England team. And can we really blame the player? I can't really blame the player because we don't know how the player feels. We don't know the conversation that the coach had with the player. Did Coach Jaime Hargreaves to let the player know, listen, it's gonna be a little bit difficult to get into the team right now, maybe starting. Maybe Bailey Cadamarteri didn't hear what he needed to hear from the Jamaica head coach. Hence, he decided, all right, I'm gonna play for England. I'm gonna play for England. But I think what will happen here is he's gonna recognize what always happens when you play for England. If you're not in one of the big six, you potentially just get a few call-ups and you just fade. Then you potentially start having another good season. And while having a good season, England might give you that odd call-up again where everybody's saying you're having a great season. But overall, playing for England consistently is not very easy. And a player like Bailey Cadamarteri will see he also will have to transition from a championship team into an EPL team potentially to get into an England senior setup, where you could have played for Jamaica in a senior setup while still playing a championship club. So the trade-off is a little bit strange, but I do understand that. I'm sure the player probably discussed this with his family. I'm sure the player thought about it before he made the decision. Big up yourself, Owen, Bessa's documentary. Yeah, man, big up yourself, Dr. Gigi. What was Dr. Gigi saying? Nelson to represent us in the Copa America. So people, as you know, information is very suppressed when it comes on to this, and you don't want rumors start flying saying that the players coming, the players here to play, and all this stuff. We want to make sure that everything is actually fact. JT, your feet in the background needs adjusting. Okay. Yeah. Bro, this is like a new thing when we try out just to get some quick snappy lives going. We'll get back to the big screen. But I will watch it back and see what I need to set up next time. I think it's the chair and the mic position. JT, wish the kid well. Wish him the best next. Which kid that? Billy Cut. Yeah, we wish him the best. Real baller. We wish him the best because he didn't play for Jamaica. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yo, Bailey Cadamarteri wasn't a good kid, or no. The player chose to play for England, and it's understandable. It's understandable. However, we got big boy stuff coming up. So Bailey Cadamarteri will be missing out, but Jamaica will be taking on a few different opponents coming on this summer. The first one will be Dominican Republic, Dam Rep. They're coming to play against the Jamaican Reggae Boys. That will be on June 6th in the National Stadium. That's going to be a good matchup. That's going to be a nice game for Jamaica and the Reggae Boys to kick off their campaign. Really get on the front foot, get the ball rolling. This is not the type of game where you can go in there and drop points. And a lot of people are saying that Jamaican fans should be a little bit more on the cautious side when it comes on to playing a team like Dominican Republic. As a lot of people say this is a team that's improving. I haven't seen the big improvement yet at the senior level, Though at the youth level, I think Dominican Republic is improving. I think they might be ahead of Jamaica in some of their youth programs. As you can also know that I think FIFA had built or donated or whatever, built some kind of um, academy structure and fields and stadiums, or it's to be built, whatever. But I know Dominican Republic, they're making a lot of moves and they're hosting a lot of these youth tournaments. That's something I think Jamaica needs to think about going forward. Get better stadium and start to host some of these youth tournaments. That's bringing in more tourists into the country, more revenue, excitement for the football, competitive football. Those are the things as well, people, so that's another thing. Jamaica, that's another thing. For I think for a lot of people to also get a lot awareness about football happening in Jamaica, they need to see youth football playing, youth tournaments playing there. The kids seeing, oh, you just saw Honduras played, Honduras U17. You just saw Costa Rica U20 play. Imagine as a young kid who is playing football, you're like, yo, definitely can play for my team. I think the football is too far removed from the local people in Jamaica as far as on a high level. And this is where I think that Jamaica infrastructure, they have to get better stadiums. No matter what FIFA does or what we come in, Jamaica has to get better infrastructure, more stadiums, high quality stadiums, playing surfaces, better playing surface. Like all these top games need to be playing on good surfaces. So I think Jamaica need to maybe the JFF might tells us like, hey, listen, the cost to host these tournaments are too, yeah, but why do other people host them? I don't know about the I don't know the Dominican Republic or the Domreps GDP or how they are, is this FIFA allocated funds? I don't know. I don't know. So but we need to get more youth tournaments on the island. I think this can get people to realize like football. And I think this is where the youths will also have their level of support. Some of these kids who are playing in the Manning Cup and playing in the Costa Cup and all these other leagues, I think that's where we can start seeing the schoolboy football support going over into the national team. You need to start at that youth level. And Jamaica need to start hosting more youth tournaments. I think we need to really start thinking about that. That's something very important. That's something very important coming up this summer. But this is a World Cup. The scheduling for this game is very strange. And I look at it this way. The scheduling for this game, because it's June 6th is the World Cup game, but for Jamaicans and as a fan, the Copa America game, the Copa America just feels bigger. It just feels, though the World Cup game is more important, for some reason in the air. I'm just feeling this vibe, people. I'm just feeling this vibe like the 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 Copa America vibe is more up in the air. Like it's really more excited. But the World Cup vibe is what we really need to get done as like business. We need everybody know that we can't lose our first game in the national stadium. Definitely not the way you want to pick your team up, especially if a Leon Bailey doesn't come. Then all the news, oh, if we had Leon Bailey, we would have won the game. We can't have that. We can't really have that. We can't really have that kind of thing happening. What we need to do is just we gotta hit it from the, and I understand why a few people felt when leader said, hey, maybe we're not going to see all of the top players coming in. But I understand the fans don't want to start experimenting on your first game. I think Coach Jaime Hallgrimson would love to have his best team out there. You want to have your best team out there. You have to have your best team out there. You can't wait till you start losing. Then we said, hey guys, you guys kind of have to show up. No, doesn't really work like that. Doesn't really work like that, unfortunately. So we need to get our best team out there from the jump, right away. From the jump, we have to have our best team. Have to have our best team out there. And this, I haven't seen Dominican Republic, well, Jamaica. I haven't seen them in a competitive game against an improved Jamaica team. It's a kind of a game that's really hard for me to make an assessment. Though, based on quality, based on ranking and recent performances, I do think that Jamaica should get the benefit of the doubt or should get the edge going into this game. However, it seems that a lot of people are not very excited about just giving it to Jamaica, saying, listen, Jamaica is going to win this game. Jamaica is going to win this game. No, the Dominican Republic um, team must be thinking, whoa, I think we can beat this Jamaica team. One thing that I'm really, really happy about, no, this is finally and finally, 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 we're going into games no longer worrying about our right back position for Jamaica. Finally, Father Bling, best of yourself. Finally, we're going into games and we're not like, people, we don't know what the right back position is. Dexter Lambekisa, big up yourself. Big up yourself, Dexter. Big up yourself. Like that position, people, that's something that we kind of skipped over with Dexter Lambesika at that position in at the right back position. Because think about it, where we're coming from, the Alvas Powell, O'Neill Fisher, Javane Brown, and we always entered game and teams just said, okay, let's just attack Jamaica down that right hand side. Unfortunately, not what's happening now. Dexter came on in a pretty competitive game as well. That was that first game versus Mexico. He came off the bench. He came off the bench and he just shut things down. Like that's the time we were like, okay, I think we might be on to something here. Saw games where we saw a little bit of a few flaws in his game. However, we saw the improvement week out. I think he went down to Rotherham or something like that, one of those teams, but that team got relegated. Then he made that move to Scotland, and we all realized like, whoa, this player, he's just keep turning it up another level, another notch, and he scored an amazing goal for Jamaica in his last go around for the Reggae Boys. So Dexter Lambekisa is a player. He's a solution player. He's a player that we needed that piece. We needed that piece. We needed that piece. We needed that piece sorted out, that right back position, and Dexter kind of came in and fixed that. No, Dujon Sterling. A lot of people are saying like, listen, JT, if Dujon Sterling comes in, he's the man to fix this position, and Damian Lowe gets uh on the bench. No, I doubt that's what's gonna happen. If Dujon Sterling comes in, I think the coach still continues with Damian Lowe. Damian Lowe doesn't bench out of that position until his flaws in that position gets just gets really exposed. When his flaws in that position gets really exposed, I think that's when the coach is gonna say, okay, Damian Lowe can do a job for me there, but he's not the answer. He's not the answer. So Dujon Sterling, I don't expect Dujon Sterling to just come in and just starting. Definitely. Wanted to choose more one. Yeah. I really don't feel bad. He didn't play, so nothing to miss. Yeah. So I don't think Dujon Sterling is the perfect fit. As of right now, he's just for me, he's a let's see player. For me, he's a let's see. Like, it was like a Jordan Cousins. Like, everybody was calling for Jordan Cousins. It wasn't a terrible player, but their growth stopped at some point. Their growth stopped at some point. Jordan Cousins. So he's another player. And that's why we're saying that we have to look out for these kind of players where we don't have too much players in our team that's not growing as players at their club as well. We have to really look at that and look at players who are performing and look at players who are performing. So a lot of people has to think about what does the coach really want to do in the in the Dom rep game. Does he want to go out there and just say, okay, we gonna just see how they're playing, or we play our style? I think we have to enter a game like that. Like, they're coming to the national stadium, they have to respect that home court advantage, and we have that home court advantage, and we have to behave like that. We can't have damn rep coming. And I think we don't want it to be a thing, because Dominican Republic, they love ball retention, they love ball possession. They're a type of team who might want to hold on to the football, and you know that's a game that we don't want a Damian Lowe getting too frustrated. Like, yo, show a Dominican Republic we play and kick down 2 man, boom, the game changes. We're in by it's 10. We're playing by, but I still think a 10 man Jamaica can still get that beat the Dominican Republic. If Jamaica goes down by 10 man, the first substitution is the coach has to make sure he gets Ronaldo Cephas on the field, because if you get Ronaldo Cephas on the field, he can really just be the man where he just be that 1 man press up front for Jamaica. Definitely, he can be that 1 man press, because you just want him to get a slight opportunity where it's a turnover, it's a foot race, and I think he would work well for that. So if that happens to Jamaica, um, let me see. Was Cadamarteri called for this window? No, but he was called for the England team. Nitro. He's called for the England squad. He just got another call up for the England squad, which he posted in his story. So I guess he's playing for England. Dujon Sterling will suit Halgrim's style. My concern is injury. He's injury prone. Okay. Yeah. Jonathan Russell as well, and Kira Anderson too. I just hope the coach is a little bit more bold going forward now with the midfield, or whoever, Omari Hutchinson coming in there this time around. It's gonna be a big one. Omari Hutchinson, I know you big up yourself. You're probably in the Greek islands right now, a chill off breaks, summer after football, Jamaica. Time to play Copa America this summer. You're gonna play at the highest level, the biggest games that can even make your value go up going back to your club. So it's a massive thing. It's a massive thing. JT, we're gonna play Mona. What if we're gonna play Mona Prep? We still need to have our best players. We not take no prisoners. We don't do. Yeah, we want all our best players. Yeah, we want all our best players in a we need all of our best players in the game. We can't have a thing where we just wait till we start lose, because a lot of World Cup qualifiers, before you know it, the World Cup qualifier just start getting away from you. Before you know it, the World Cup qualifier just start getting away from you. Yeah, people, I know this is not reggae boys football, but just want to touch on it. This is something I just really been tracking. Vincent Company now. So Vincent Company will be the new head coach of Bayern Munich, it seems. Vincent Company will be the new head coach of Bayern Munich. I know that's probably old news, but I thought that was a good coaching signing. I thought that was a good coaching signing, to be honest, in that game. Why I said that? Bayern Munich, if you look at the way Bayern Munich has been hiring coaches, they've been hiring coaches that knows how to beat Premier League clubs. They've been hiring coaches, Tuchel. They've been trying to get coaches that can win the Champions League for them. So they tend to, if you look at a Vincent Company qualifying Burnley into the Championship, into the Premier League, um, a player himself, won championships, and I think Bayern Munich, what he and we saw flashes at what of what Vincent Company can do at Burnley, and I think he will do it at a higher level with better players, and I think that's what they saw at Bayern Munich. They're like, yeah, we're not looking at his record last season, because he played with a Burnley team, injuries, budget, you know what I mean, price cap is just they weren't competitive there to have those marquee players. They're handing him a team with Harry Kane, top players. So I think Vincent Company is like the perfect. I can see him winning the Champions League with a Bayern Munich. Sounds like a stretch, but um, really like the way how he coaches every game. Burnley still in the games, even when they're getting beaten really bad, because he does play a good balance of attacking style of football and enough to defend. I think so. With a team like Bayern Munich, I think it's a perfect match. Whoever saw that, and somebody else have to see that in the player. JT, Antonio, and Cephas running at Damret defense can be interesting. Signals Media, I mean, I lie. That can be a vibe for you. That can be very, very, very interesting. That can be very interesting. Ronaldo, Cephas, and but the three, you think the coach can maybe think about not playing three at the back in some of the games? Would you guys play three at the back in the Dominican Republic game? Are you going into this game at three at the back? Or we just go to um, Ethan Pinnock and Michael Hector at the back? Dexter, Dexter and Lay, and then you would get another attacking player. I wouldn't do that unless people. Yeah, I think the three at the back is like the secure way. Does though it limits us to one less attacking player. That's why I believe that the Damian Low position has to be up for grabs. Yes, three at the back. Yeah, three at the back is the way to go. For sure. Three at the back is the way to go. Yeah, man. Damian Low in that position is gonna be very interesting. And we're gonna see which player the coach brings in for a Damian Low in that position. All right. Yeah, man. That's what we're going for. I would go for three at the back. But I think, bro, for us to get some more juice out of this team, I think we at some point we have to drop Damian Lowe to the bench and put on a more attacking, defensive minded midfield. That sounds a bit contradictory in a way, but we need to we need to find that balance there because it cannot just be defend, defend, defend. It means that there's still gonna be a disconnect between our defense and our attacking players. We need to join that gap. We need to join that gap. And right now, inside the midfield, is just two people doing different jobs. That's not linking the entire team together. So it's still there's just like a drop off in the middle. Defense cohesion is there. The attacking third, Jamaica looks very good in the attacking third, but we have nothing, no link up play in the middle of the park. Bro, imagine Jamaica was actually getting some productivity out of the middle of the park with our capabilities, where the coach can switch in and out of these roles throughout throughout a match. Think about that. Think about where Jamaica could switch between ball retention for a period of time and hitting teams the way we've been hitting them on these fast breaks and getting up the park very quickly. Just three passes we're getting in front of goal. Imagine we can do that. And then imagine there's times in the game where we could have some ball retention, getting our players to move around on the football, giving the opponent something else to think about. Because if we continue just this way, we'll be one trick pony. You don't want to be a one trick pony. That's why a Pep Guardiola and those guys and who's these other people, Pep Guardiola, a Jurgen Klopp, like those guys, they change up their tactical approach throughout games. Or I think maybe within that one tactical approach that they had set up, they had like a plan B, a plan C. Like if this doesn't work, this. So I hope that's how our coach sees it. However, he has been getting the job done. He has been getting the job done. He has been building a tight unit. And I think even the coach might have been super surprised and feel like he has stumbled into something. stumbled into Jamaica playing that back three, and it turned out to be exactly what's needed to be played. Is that back three? That's exactly what we needed to play. That's exactly what we needed to play. So it seems like the coach just ran into something, and it turns out that it's what we need. So, but I think he has to bring it together. I think this whole time the coach should have been just thinking a midfielder, midfielder, midfielder. How can we get that guy? He doesn't have to be a 80 or 90% player. If we get a player that's 75%, then that understand the position but still can move the play forward and tends to give you that box to box role at times as well. That would have been a good that would be a good um that would be good. That would be good as far as flexibility is concerned. I saw three at the back. Since it worked against more quality teams than Denmark, Low should be able to handle the middle until Copa America. Yeah, but me understand that signals, but wouldn't you want to start giving the person who's gonna play? Would you want to start giving the person who's gonna play some playing time so they can start playing? No, as to well. Yeah, that's what I said. People, we have to split the time. They have to split the time with Damian Lowe at that position. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. I'm telling you, he's just gonna have a game where he just crashes out in that position, where the position demands someone who understands that role a bit more than he does. People, remember to hit the like button on the video, people. Remember to hit the like button on the video. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Remember to hit the like button on the video, people. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button on the video. Please, 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 please hit the like button on the video. One time. That's a one-time commercial. It's a one-time commercial for the like button. All right. Yeah, man. So yeah, so I know it's the big discussion that a lot of us really want to have, that Damian Lowe has to be a player that rotates. But if he's out there and the stuff is not working for Jamaica, you're gonna have to come on. We're gonna have to get him in there because we see what he can do. Okay, let's see what New Media 876 said. You can't blame Low for what about Palmer, Bobby. The is the creative midfielder. They should link up play. Okay, Brian Martin said this experiment with Low as a CDM will backfire and cost us dearly in rotted. Yo, I guess me and Brian Martin agree on that. I think at one point, that's a message. At one point, as I said before, until he crashes out at that position, then we are say, bro, it's not gonna work. But we have to switch him. We have to at some point. I say balance the time with him there. I don't think we should just get too comfortable. If he was playing this at his club, I would accept. If he was playing this at this club, he cannot be learning another position at his club, and then he comes in for Jamaica and plays a position that you expect him to understand and be in sync with the people who are playing that role. Low is a role destroyer. Yeah, man. Low is a role destroyer. Says, let me see here. I don't see us getting anybody new. All right. Let me hear what Kevin Williams said. Slick. Leon Bailey said he doesn't need Jamaica and it's him. The fans come to see. We don't need him. And I hope these teammates remember his statements. Yo, that's a big talk still, bro. That's a big talk, yo. That's a big talk. Yo, me not lie, me not lie. Yeah, you see, because you see this game, um, shout out to everybody, all of the fan clubs and the communities and the nations and everybody. We are pushed to get people in the national stadium. 876, all of those guys, everybody who's on board, all of the people them. Because I think this is a thing where I think fans as well, because I asked the question the other day, like how much more should the fans be the ones responsible for getting people in the stadium? But when you really look at it, is that the fans know the importance of having people in the stadium for the players to have that feel of having a big game, and the atmosphere of them knowing that you're playing for Jamaica and the Reggae Boys and you're wearing the jersey. And I think that's something that the JFF has to fix. As we say, we're gonna see how it works out. But I hope everybody, and I hope it can kickstart and get everybody in the stadium. June 6th, people, June 6th at the National Stadium, Jamaica. Jamaica will be hosting Dominican Republic. It's gonna be a big matchup. It's gonna be Jamaica kicking off their World Cup campaign. They missed out on the first time around. Well, the last time around, Jamaica missed out, and the time before that, and the time before that, we've been missing World Cups. And finally, now is the time for Jamaica to redeem themselves, as the World Cup will be held right in their backyard. United States, Jamaica, just a stone throw over. So many Jamaicans in the diaspora. Jamaica would have amazing support in 2026. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie. So it's important, I think, that the team qualifies now. And I think for culture, football and the World Cup, we see, look at it. Shensia posted like a pic in a Reggae Boys jersey and it just went off. Like it just went off. Like I think it was like trending. Like people was like, so imagine Jamaica at the World Cup and pop culture and tourism and the whole vibe. This is why the government should support the JFF and support the Jamaican Football Fed, um, um, support the local football in the island, and just get everybody on board. Fans get. I don't know how it's gonna work, but somebody has to be the mastermind behind that. I hope we can get together because the opportunity is here. So I hope we can take care of business. However, Coach Jaime Hallgrimson, one thing I'm sure about this head coach is he won't be sitting there waiting for people to get in, like get fans inside the stadium. He's gonna tell himself, "So listen, you're may have a win, may have a win, may have a go a World Cup. This is my resume. Trust me." I think Coach Jaime Hallgrimson, that's gonna be his vibe. This is my resume. This is my resume. I'm not gonna sit there. You see what I say? That I'm not gonna sit there and wait till people come in the stadium. Coach Jaime Hallgrimson wants to win if there's one person in the stadium, and that's good. That's good, because even if the fans don't show up, we still have to take care of business. Because I still think this team needs to show fans a little bit more. Fans want to see this team win a little bit more. Haven't been winning as much, but finally, for the past 2 years, we have been seeing turnarounds in the national team, and Jamaica has been looking like a quality opponent now, more or less quality opponent now. So I know Coach Jaime Hallgrims will be ready on that day on June 6th, no matter who's in the stadium. Big of yourself, Sherwan Scott. One boss. Cygnus Media. Yes, if the player is available, use him for now. Yes. Low as a CDM caught the USA and Panama off guard. Now they have time to zone in on him and rule this effective forward. Trust me. Yeah, now they're gonna have him on tape and they're gonna realize, say, look, bro, you see, like I think like within seconds into the game, against Panama, Damian Lowe run down a Panamanian guy and him just chip the ball so over Damian Lowe head. I think when they start to see him on tape a little bit more in that position, they say, okay, this is how we're gonna get him out of position. This is how we're gonna get him to move around, or we're gonna box him out in these areas. So that's why Damian Lowe has to. That's what I'm saying. He's not gonna be playing enough at his club, the position, but we need him there at times. He's gonna be one of our makeshift. He's gonna be the super plug. If it doesn't work, we call Damian Lowe in another position. Do you see me? Yeah, man, slick. It makes sense when Bailey plays abroad. Them have Jamaicans. What them have this? Jamaicans. They have Jamaican flag in the stadium. Man, them have him jersey. They make a chant for do a man Villa. So yes, they say a true. Okay, all right. That go on. Sherman Scott. National Stadium, Kingston, Jamaica, June 6, 2024. People, be there. Support the Reggae Boys, said Sherman Scott. Be there, people. Be there. Support the Reggae Boys. June 6, people. Everybody. All over the diaspora. All over the diaspora. Anywhere you want it, on the ground. Anywhere they around the world. You see me, I say Reggae Boys fans. Reggae Boys fans. Anywhere they around the world. June 6th, people. June 6th. June 6th. June 6th it is. June 6th at the National Stadium. It's the matchup. Jamaica kicks off its World Cup qualification. Hopefully, this time around, the boys will be solid enough to get it across the line. Slick, if I see Leon Bailey in the squad, I will be deleting my tickets and save on my gas bill to the run up my pressure. Jesus Christ. Kevin Williams. If Leon Bailey is there, that would be amazing. One more threat for Jamaica, bro. That's how I see it. At this point, listen, Leon Bailey, we know how we feel about Leon Bailey and how he approaches things. But as a footballer and as a fan, I want to see Jamaica has the best team out there. And if Leon Bailey is coming next game, I'm up for it, bro. I'm up for it. I'm up for Leon Bailey coming and we winning. You see me? That's it. But if Leon Bailey doesn't come and Jamaica loses, I'm not one of the people who is ever gonna say Jamaica lost because Leon Bailey didn't come. I'm not gonna be one of those people who say Jamaica lost because Leon Bailey didn't come. No, we're not. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. So if Leon Bailey is there, we're gonna support him regardless. If he doesn't come, we support who's there. But we would love to see him there, bro. For me, I see it as another threat, another big player, another game changer on the park for Jamaica. Very important. Very important. Very important to have major game changers on the park. This is why a lot of people remember good enough before the Nations League game. In all my videos, I tell people, I said, Ronaldo Cephas, his speed. A lot of people said, JT, he's missing out and missing some of the technical abilities. I understand that. But I felt that his speed, based on the past watching the United States play, they always have problems with overly speedy players. Their defenders can be a bit flat-footed, bit heavy-legged. And I thought Ronaldo Cephas is going to have a big game. It turned out he had the biggest game. Though he didn't score, had the chance to sink the United States a few times. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. But Ronaldo Cephas was a game changer. And that's what I'm saying. Leon Bailey is one of those players as well. Give you something at the split of, in the blink of an eye. They just give you something. Quickly, something happened. You want to have more of those players. Demarai Gray. Demarai Gray is a bit more predictable and is a player who is more, I would say, consistent. Because if I get all three of those players in front of goal, Demarai Gray, Leon Bailey, and Ronaldo Cephas, I'm betting on Demarai Gray to score more goals. But one of those players might create more goal scoring opportunities, Leon Bailey or Ronaldo Cephas. But Demarai Gray is just a better player when it comes on to putting it in the back of the net. He's just a better player. New Media said that's why we play 3 at the back, support low. Don't offer the Bailey thing now. Bro, we're just talking, bro. We're talking about having Bailey in the team. Why did people them acting like we're big Argentina and Brazil when if them drop a player, we have somebody who can immediately fill their shoes? Bro, everybody knew that Jamaica was like that, bro. Everybody knew that, so we never have the players them. People, hit the like button on the video, people. Hit the like button. You see me? I said, please hit the like button on the video so we don't have to stop the show to do this. I think Brian, he's talking to Brian there. Slick said, who's filling Bailey's shoes when him gone? Gray Reed whisper just come, so somebody level. All right. Father Bling, I said, lower game must be improving on the CDM role. The man see the effect created on the position. Yeah, I think he should have taken that serious. But that's why I mean that I say players like Damian Lowe, Richard King, if those players with that kind of physique was taught that position from early, they probably would have been monsters in the game. they probably would have been amazing at that position, but they just didn't. They just have them at center back. Um, Damrep has players that was rejected by two JPL clubs. Damn. Yo, yo, bro, I don't know if it's a disrespect this, but Brian Martin said Damrep has players that was rejected by two JPL clubs and one that signed him loan out to a league in Denmark. Not sure if that says more or less about the JPL and what it means for Damrep. Yeah, I don't, I don't know what that means for them rep. We're not in the position to be acting like we can pick and choose. Bro, we can pick and choose, bro. We can pick and choose. JT, Cataract Baller, Andre Reed scored a good goal in Saudi recently. Jesus Christ. Good guy, Cataract don't see the link yet. Cataract don't see the link yet. If you see them thing the Cataract said. But Cataract seem like he still believe in Andre Blake, Andre Gray as a baller, bro. He still believe that Andre Gray is a good baller. And you're saying that he scored in the Saudi league. That tells me a lot. That tells me a lot. It seems like he's still a good baller, still a goal scorer. Maybe he can help the team right now. But let's see. Let's see. Maybe he's in the 60 for Copa America. We don't know. He's a decent striker, but don't know what the coach is gonna do. Slick Reggae, Just Boys just ended 3 Kanka of great performances. Jeremiah says Southampton back in the Premier League. Oh wow. Oh wow. Yeah. Ian, good day, everyone. All these people around the world. Kevin Williams, can you please leave Leon Bailey and let the young man prosper? Thanks. What the? Yo, January, this comment. Yo, this comment. So, like, is somebody who definitely knows Leon Bailey. Like, the man has said, good day, everyone. And all those people around the world. Kevin Williams, can you please leave Leon Bailey and let the young man prosper? Yeah, man. Please make the young man prosper, man. Please make the young man prosper. Yes, we are going into Copa America and the World Cup qualifiers and competition is higher. What if we're drawn against Argentina and Brazil, said Slick. If we're drawn against them, we're going to have to play them, my brother. It doesn't really matter. We're going to have to play them if we draw. If the stadium don't full second half, bust the gate. When these Jamaicans see the vibes and full up the stadium, they will come out the next game. I know, I remember that there was an effect like that. One point where they bust the gate and then people just start to show up to more games hoping to get in. And I think there's more tickets available now these days. It's easier to get your hand on a ticket to play for Jamaica since things have been on the internet and all those different methods. You can sit at home and you could order a ticket and you could be there June 6th, Jamaica versus Dam Rep. It's going to be a game to remember, probably, hopefully. We wish, we hope, and I think it will happen. Think it will happen. I think we'll get the 3 points. I think we'll get the 3 points here. I think we'll get the 3 points. Okay, I won't have my opinion, so leave my opinion alone and I don't business with yours. Yo, the one saying that busy opinion. I hope you will have to sell your ticket. Okay, what is Chris talking about? So JT, who do you have in mind to put in low position? Do you to do the dirty work, bro? These other players just don't tackle alongside the players. Listen, hear what I said, and let me just level. Let me just level down so you hear what I'm saying. At that position that Damian Lowe is playing, I saw something in the Panama game. In the United States game, it worked perfectly. Hear me now, follow me style now. It worked perfectly. Then in the Panama game, listen, you weren't remembering that the back three effect came in. That first game against the United States, none of us saw Jamaica played in that back three before. So when we finally played in that back three, the Damian Lowe effect looked even much better. Then I looked at the Panama game and I realized that, okay, we could actually play with a player there that's not as as you say, get the dirty work done like Damian Lowe, but he's better attacking because we're playing in now in a back three. So even if the next person is not the greatest tackler like Damian Lowe, but can actually track, cover spaces, shut down lanes, if we can get a player like that there and it's good moving the ball forward, I don't think he's the answer there, Damian Lowe, long term. I saw that in the Panama game, in the United States game, perfect. They weren't ready for him, but the United States didn't also prepare to play against a Jamaica in a back three. They weren't prepared. They weren't prepared for playing him in a back three. They weren't prepared. So when they played Jamaica in a back three, they didn't find many holes. They couldn't really find a way through the middle. Then they started to revert to try to go down the wings. Dexter was holding up. Greg Lee was holding up. Hence, Jamaica was just frustrating the United States. But I'm telling you, in that Panama game, I saw that a player like Kira Anderson could potentially play there. Jonathan Russell could potentially play there. And why I say that is until we get one of those players there, we're still gonna lack that other dimension that I'm talking about going forward. I'm thinking about us unlocking, like we're just like unlock that dimension where we can also break down teams. The last time I saw Jonathan Russell scored an amazing goal against St. Kitts. I thought that goal was straight off the plain pitch. Him and Leon Bailey had that combination. He doesn't really play again. Maybe the coach, Jonathan Russell, is right now. I think he's in Thailand. I think he's training, doing Thai boxing. He said he's building up his strength, trying to get stronger. I saw him put out that little short snippet thing there. So that's a player who's also working on himself on the off season, wants to come back stronger and tougher. He might be hearing what people are saying, that he might not be as tough as he needs to be at that position. Plays very well on the football, don't really turn over the football, but a lot of people would like to see him slide around the park a little bit better. A little bit better. Just move the football a little bit faster. But he's very accurate, passes the ball very well. Very threatening player. I think that's getting another play over 6 feet on the park again into the box, causing problems when Jamaica are attacking offset pieces, corners, balls coming into the box and at an angle. So I think Jamaica has a lot of options there, and that's what I'm saying. We can't just get married to the idea of just saying, listen, Damian Lowe plays the position well, he starts there and he finishes there. No, that's not how it goes. We have to mix it up. We have to explore, get into other levels with the team. Leon Bailey here says Anita Bell never win a game for Jamaica, so won't be missed at all. Yo, you're just right. Jealous. Okay, you guys are discussing that. I'm curious to find out how the other players feel about Bailey after the drama last window. It's important to know. I don't know. We're gonna find that out, right? Leon can take all the time off he desires. He hasn't given us much to date. All right, says Owen. Cephas looked good in the United States game. He looked very good in that United States game. Yes. Cephas need to pass the ball more and work on finishing. Yeah, and I think the coach will help him. As I said, I think internationally, the coach will help Ronaldo Cephas a lot. People hit the like button on the video. Big deal, Leng. Squad up. Big up yourself in the building, G. Big up yourself in the building. You know, say you have some debts on the land. Right? Big deal, Len. Big up yourself. Big deal, Len. Yeah, man. So let's hear what Squelcher said. The double and triple team the Bailey gets create space for the strikers, especially the ones that can't create its own. Well, yeah, you might be onto something there, but I'm gonna see then, no? You might be onto something there. But let's see that blessings up. Let me say squelch. Oh wait, no wait. Let me see what else I say. Damian Lowe is doing a great job at CDM. Good thing. The coach, Grimmy, is the man in charge here. Stakes are higher at Villa. Owen, of course, he has no choice. Owen, exactly. All right. JT, don't know Leon Bailey. JT, I don't know Leon Bailey at all. I'm just so grateful for any young Jamaican athletes who can become successful. Like, big up yourself. Um, big up yourself, my boss, Ian. Big up yourself. Big up yourself. All right, Kevin, how far? Yo, and it's still addition is still at about. Yeah, man. So, people, thank you again for joining us tonight. It was a good one. It was fast. It was snappy. We're just waiting on the squad to drop people because we're not gonna milk it and up here and talk about the same thing over and over. Just wanted to come out and express some football with you guys for a bit and chop it up a little bit. So people, we'll be back as soon as there's fresh stuff on the market. There's nothing new. We don't know what the squad who's coming, the main players, things have been very silent. So we really want things to just roll up and so we can just say, yo, these players are gonna be here, and we start looking forward as of right now. And people, bless up on yourself, bless up on yourself on the Sunday. I don't know, whatever your plans are on the Sunday afternoon. Bless up on yourself. Hope you don't go to church and them thing there today. And you don't know what the thing said, people. Until next time.